All right, good morning, everyone. Let me turn on my camera. It is working today. Okay, there we go. Damn, it looks weird. There we go. Okay. Well, I kind of already marked out Nasdaq, but I'll redo it because there's really not much to it. We're still going up, so that's cool. 4 hour. I'm gonna leave it. Okay. Yeah, there's not much for me to mark on Nasdaq because it's right at the top. So the zones that I do have for Nasdaq are definitely on a smaller time frame, which is nothing bad. Like at least I have zones, but it could be better. Oh, let me turn this black. Does anyone else had this issue with Trading View? It like kind of always resets my settings. Got a 45-minute zone here. How far away is it? Okay, it's not too far away. I was also looking at this 30-minute supply zone, which it kind of I mean, we did chop in this area, but it does look like we rejected it. So, don't know what to do with that cuz it got chopped on, so I probably won't use it. The zone I was looking at was this 15-minute demand zone right here, which we have bounced off from before. Right over here, we bounced off of it, and then maybe we're bouncing off of it again. If we break past this zone, and the dogs are barking, I'm hoping that the dogs stop barking. Um, I was also looking at this 10-minute supply zone, and then that's really much it for Nasdaq. And then I'm gonna mark all-time highs blue. There's also a couple 5-minute zones as well. I mean, I guess I'll mark this 5 minute since the market bounced off of it right here. Market's been weird this month. Like, the thing is, I just think the issue is that, like, we have issues adapting, right? Because we get used to the market being like a certain way. That's been my issue. I've had issues adapting to the market. Like, the market has been fine. Like, it's given fine opportunities, but sometimes I fuck up and it's like, damn, what am I doing? I'm having issues adapting. That's the problem. So, but I think my main issue has been not taking profit because I'm so like focused on this TP2 type shit. But I'm gonna need to chill out and just be fine with like a 25-point move. Scalp it. Cause it's like I was looking at my stats. I mean, I said this yesterday, but it's why tracking your data is important. Cause I'm on this losing streak. So it's like I gotta look back at what I was doing, and I looked back, and basically, if I was taking profit at a 1-to-1 the past month, I'd still have those other accounts that I lost. Like I'd be green. So like if I adapted to the markets moving slower, I would have been fine. Anyways, this is it for Nasdaq. I was hoping we didn't push past this 15-minute demand zone here, but it looks like we kind of are. If it does, I was hoping it happened after the market opened, but it doesn't look that way unless we really bounce off of here. Yeah, I don't know. Another thing that could go down with Nasdaq is what do you call it? It could create a zone once it opens up. Like yesterday. Yesterday was a good day as well. Market opened up, created this 5 minute supply zone, tapped into the supply zone, went down the whole day. That was the move right there. There is also a couple more setups on the 5 minute time frame. So we'll see what happens today. Let's look at US 30, which if we look at US 30, it's also, no, not also, it's very close to all-time highs. Crazy. The biggest issue is the orange man. Jeez. I just wish like I was low key friends with him, like, and I could do insider trading, you know? But then it's like you think about all these conspiracy theories and it's like, whoa, never mind. Maybe that's just me though. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that like looks at conspiracy theories. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not obsessed with conspiracy theories. I just think they're really entertaining. And like some of them make sense. They really do. Okay, I see a zone. I see a 2 hour demand zone on US 30, which is good. This is probably the best zone I have. Oof, it's kind of far away though. So we'll see if we even get down there. Okay, I was also looking at this 2 hour supply zone. It's a pretty big zone, but we have had some reactions already. Yeah, we had this rejection here and then kind of right here. We'll see though. I'm thinking longs if it gets above 0.32. So we'll see if it does that. What's your account now? Well, I've chilled out with Apex. Cause I don't want to go like right back into having 20 accounts. I rather like chill out. So right now I'm doing Tradeify. See if I can get a cool 10K payout. If I take my time with Tradeify, I think it should be pretty easy to get the 10K payout. It's really just down to risk management and following the plan. And of course, taking it slow. So we'll see. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? Like with the last 20 accounts I had, I took it slow. I tried, but I was not a losing streak, so got cooked up. It's crazy too cuz with those 20 accounts, like I was in drawdown. I started off in drawdown. I got my way out of drawdown. I was chilling and then I got in another losing streak and I was like, fuck. Blew the accounts. But like I said, like if I just took profit at one-to-ones, still have them. So it's just what that taught me was adapt to the market, which like I kind of already know. Like I've been trading for a while, but you forget sometimes. You do. Okay, I mean I see a couple 45-minute zones. I see this 45-minute zone. And then I see this one right here. They're both inside of zones, so let's see what happens. This looks like a good 45-minute supply zone. And yeah, it looks similar to Nasdaq, where we're just kind of chopping up at this area. So I'm not going to mark down the zone. I do want to look back, though, and see if there's anything that I missed. Okay, I don't see anything. Are Tradify rules similar to Apex? Yo, let me just hold up. Yo. Someone said if you start wearing I don't know how to say that word, kippa, the market will throw you money. Will throw money to you. Yo, I'm low-key scared to talk about that because, like, in the beginning of the year, I mentioned how there was a there was a Super Bowl commercial for, like, Jewish people getting bullied, and I was like, awareness for it. And, like, I don't think it's funny for people to get bullied. Like, I was bullied before. I don't think it's funny, but I thought the ad was kind of funny. Because it's like, if Jewish people get made fun of, it's like, oh, you're rich, you know? It's nothing, like, horrible, you know? But, like, I mentioned it, and then it was like, someone said that, what did they say? They were like, oh, so you like people getting bullied? And I was like, no, like, I just thought the ad was funny. And then my brother told me, he was like, oh, like, my neighbor's Jewish. And, like, he had curly hair, and, like, my brother has curly hair, too. And then my brother was like, oh, but, like, yours are more, not dominant. I forgot what he said. He was basically saying that his curls are better because he was Jewish. And the neighbor was, like, not having it. Like, he did not think it was funny. I don't know. Something's up, guys. Maybe it's just, I don't know. You guys know what's up, though. It's crazy though, like, this whole Jewish people thing, like, popped up out of nowhere. Like, it got so big now. Now you scroll on Instagram, like, you see, like, memes about, like, you know, the Jewish situation. And then, but it's crazy too, because, like, some people don't know about it. Some people don't understand why it's such a big thing now about the Jewish thing. But I'm honestly scared to talk about it because I don't want to, you know, offend anyone. But we could talk about the facts, right? If you're wondering why I'm talking about the facts is that a lot of the people in the government, a lot of big politics are Jewish. And, like, that's how it all kind of started. So if you ever hear anyone talking about that, that's kind of why. But yeah. It's funny that you said that. But to answer your question, are Tradify rules similar to Apex? Shit, I would say like Tradify's rules are better. Yeah. Also, Tradify has more options too. What's your source? Instagram. I don't know, but it's facts. Look it up. Look up the top politics in the US, and then you'll probably see what I'm talking about. Like, it's not even a secret too. That's why I'm not scared to like talk about that because it's just the facts. Like that's not even a conspiracy theory. That's just the fact. That is what it is. Yeah, I don't see more zones on US 30, so I'm just going to do support and resistance. Don't get Kanye'd. Yo, yo, sometimes I don't know, sometimes I think Kanye was like not crazy the whole time. Some things that Kanye says like add up, you know? Did anyone watch like Kanye's documentary? I thought it was really good. After I watched Kanye's documentary on Netflix, like I started hustling. Like I started actually taking trading serious, actually believing in myself. And it didn't start from the movie, but like the movie definitely helped me. Cause like a big part of the documentary was like about how like Kanye believed in himself, and like he was grinding, working hard, and like he actually finished it. But then like towards the end of the movie, it was like he went crazy, and it was like oh, I don't know. It was a sad twist to the movie, but the beginning was great. The beginning was great. The truth is in jokes. Kanye, what am I saying? Kanye jokes a lot. That's true. Does anyone want to talk about like Erica Kirk, or is that just me? And I know I'm getting distracted, but anyone like want to bring that up, or is it just me? What's with her? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is with her? Honestly, think she has borderline personality disorder. I'm honestly scared of her. Okay, what do you guys think about the Druski uh skit? I'm a big fan of Druski, so of course I loved the skit. I thought it was actually funny, and it was funny, but like it was the truth, you know. Like a lot of the clips that he did were just what it is. Erica eyes, yeah, that's funny. No, what I thought was funny was like in the skit he comes out and like he's playing like this music when she comes out, and then like a couple days ago the skit literally was like real life with her. Like she came out and like the music was like on and it was like a concert and it was just like the skit. I thought the Druski was AI. I couldn't believe it was actually him with makeup. That's funny. No, yeah, he's actually really good. His makeup person, they need a raise because they're actually so good at that. Oh, and then what's his name? Jake Paul. That whole situation. Did anyone hear that? Who's like, Jake Paul was talking about how he should do a skit on Druski, but like Drewski's a comedian, so like he's done skits. The skits are meant to be funny. They're not meant to start anything. US is a whole nother server. I can't keep up with you guys. No, that's funny. Yo, I feel like when I go out the country, like I'm gonna be embarrassed. Like I can't say I'm American. That's how. Like I'm scared of what other people think about us. I'm gonna just let you guys know we're all not the same. Hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, I wonder what like foreign people think. Like people that aren't from the U.S. I wonder what they think about Americans and shit. I would say I always talk about my experiences. One time, I was in Toronto, Canada, and we drove there because we're from New York. We drove to Canada and then we got to the Airbnb, and the neighbor of the Airbnb, he was like, "Oh, like you guys don't have guns, right?" Like out of nowhere, and we were like, "What? Like no." But yeah, and he was like, "Oh, like I saw you guys are from New York and stuff." He just asked us that out of nowhere. That kind of made me think about like, damn, what do they think about us? I thought that was funny though. Feel bad for the president we have. Yeah. Bro, it's crazy too because like I'm not that political. So like when it was time to vote for a president, my whole family, well not my whole family. Most of my family wanted me to vote for Kamala. And I was like, I'm not doing that because I didn't like Kamala. I didn't Something about it was off. And then they were like, "You're not voting for Trump. You're not voting for Trump." So I ended up not voting for anyone. But yeah, honestly, I wish someone else was like and a possible candidate. But yeah, it was just Trump and Kamala, so that was tough. In Argentina, people called the USA instead of Estados Unidos, these Disparos Unidos. That's crazy. Like shots united. Like gunshots united. That's crazy. But I understand. I understand. Like in Canada, you're not allowed to have guns or nothing. But like in New York and in Texas and in Florida, like you see people with guns. Like even if you follow people that live in I don't know Miami, right, like Florida, they'll like post guns and shit. Like, is that an American thing? I feel like it has to be. I miss Biden markets. Yeah, they were cool. They were cool. I remember when Trump first became president, he announced the tariffs and stuff, and then like the market went down, and then just this one day he said buy the stocks, and it was up from there. Like that's the bottom. That is the bottom today, and it's just crazy to see that. I can't believe it. I've seen way more people pulling guns at red lights in Puerto Rico than anywhere else, and I live in Texas. Damn, I'm from Puerto Rico. I've actually never seen that in Puerto Rico. You must have been deep in there. You must have been having fun. In Florida, the age you're allowed to have them is super young, so it's super normal. Yeah. I also saw in Texas, the laws with guns is that I'm pretty sure you don't need like an actual license. Like it's way different from New York. In New York, like you gotta get licensed for certain guns and shit. But for Texas, like they don't really have that. You could just kind of have it. First week living in Puerto Rico, just got lost at night in Bayamon. That's funny. Yeah, I love Puerto Rico. I really do. Every time I go there, it's like I feel at home. And like when I go to Puerto Rico, like I see a lot of people that look like me, like light skin, curly hair. And then the first time ever, I didn't meet her, but like I saw her name tag, and her name was my name, and I was like, bro, I've never seen anyone with my name. That was crazy. But yeah, I love Puerto Rico. I think the end goal with me is to live there for sure. I would love to live there. And like the night scene in Puerto Rico is like it's it. Like that's it right there. Like perreo, perreo. Like in the US, you don't I mean you see that, but not as much as you see in Puerto Rico. Right next to TJ on Dorado. Yo, I was looking at houses in that area, and I need to make more money. Like what? But I did see the houses to rent in Puerto Rico. There's really good ones. The thing is, to move to Puerto Rico would be tough. It'll be like way more extra money. Either way, it's gonna be expensive. Like I was doing the calculations of like how much it would be for the U-Haul to go to like New York to Texas, and the U-Haul by itself is gonna be like 4 or 5 thousand with gas. And I was like, damn, yeah, I need to stack up to move states. Either way, it's gonna be expensive. We got one more minute. Tax benefits are worth moving struggles. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm gonna have to tell him something. I'll be back. I'm back. Here's market open. Oh, I just closed out the fucking earnings calendar that I was looking at. I didn't realize it until now, but we have earnings tomorrow for Tesla and then earnings for Intel on Friday, I think. And both of those companies are definitely important for Nasdaq and US 30. Mainly Nasdaq though. All right, well, this first 1 minute candle is closing below 804, which I was thinking shorts if it did that, but now it's kind of too far away. So now I'm expecting it to go down to 730. Let's see if it does that. I also want to see if US 30 goes below VWAP, which is at right now. I think what happens is that people start to wake up at this time and start to walk their dogs. And then my dogs see that and then they start barking right at 9:30 or 9 o'clock when I start streaming. But yeah, I think that's the reason why they're like prepped to bark at this time. Okay, US 30 bounced off of VWAP. Okay. I mean, I think if US 30 closes above 933, I do think it'd be a good long. But right now I'm looking at Nasdaq since it's going to tap this 45-minute zone. Or I'm hoping it does. How big is this candle? Okay, okay. This actually looks like one of the strongest openings in a while for Nasdaq. This looks pretty good. It was almost too good that I missed it because it happened too quickly. But it's fine, you know. Hopefully, this is good volume at it and it actually continues to go that way. I will say it, another kind of mistake that I've been doing is I've been too zoomed in a lot, which I know is like a rookie mistake that I've literally learned before. But again, like sometimes you just kind of forget your own mistakes or you kind of want to deny them. And then you look at your journaling, your data, and it's like a mirror and it shows you've been wrong, not the markets. But yeah, I've been too zoomed in. I've noticed. I'm going to erase this 15-minute zone because now there's a 5-minute supply zone. Which reminds me of yesterday. Yesterday, something like this happened as well. Okay, there we go. We tapped into the zone. So I'm thinking if it closed below 721, I think it'd be a good short. Whoops. But if it gets above 762, I do think it'd be a good long. Yeah, like this looks like it's rejecting. Alright, I'm in a long here on Nasdaq. I'm gonna put my stop at 37. I would say this is kind of the opposite of a breakout trade. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm taking longs as it rejected this demand zone down here, and then it broke this 1 minute wick up. If I get stopped out, then I probably am gonna wait for the 15-minute candle to close. Yeah, this looks a bit choppy here. US 30's right at VWAP again. Yeah, US 30 looks like it rejected this supply zone up here. But it just looks like it's struggling to get past VWAP so far. Alright, I got stopped out on that first trade, so now I'm just gonna wait for at least a 5-minute candle to close. Maybe even the 15-minute. I think if this 15-minute candle closes below 721, I think it has a lot of room to go down. We'll see if that happens. I also didn't put my stop loss at the bottom because it was gonna be too much risk. Yeah, US 30 looks like it bounced again. Yeah, I don't want to take this long again, even though it is giving me the opportunity to. I don't want to take the same trade twice. I'm also looking at US 30 to see if it closes above 933. I mean, it's been rejecting that a couple times already, but it struggled to get past VWAP. Yeah, Nasdaq, I swear, bro. She is. I don't know. I don't want to be rude to her, but she start off strong and then she gets lost. Like, what? Let Yeah, okay. I was gonna see if US 30 closed above 33 that I'd long it, but this candle doesn't look like it's gonna close out good. If the longs do come in on Nasdaq, I would wait for it to tap 807, which is that new 5 minute supply zone it created. Same thing happened yesterday. Like, literally. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this long continues. What time is it? Okay, this is the last minute of the 15-minute candle. And I don't know, I think the 15-minute candle is closing out somewhat bullish. I mean, it's closing out, rejecting this demand zone down here. But we'll see. Because it did break this trend line it had. US 30 closed above 33. Alright, I'm in long on US 30. Let's see if this continues. The reason I'm long on US 30, it was tapping into this 15-minute supply zone. It did reject it at first, but it failed to break past VWAP. And then after it bounced off of VWAP, we had a 5-minute candle closing above this 50% line. That's why it took the long. Now I think it could go up to 0.35. I think that would be a good take profit. But we'll see. I mean, if this 5 minute closes above 35, then I think it could go up to 169. So it depends on how the 5 minute closes. Yeah, I'm also going to break even on this trade. Damn, the longs on Nasdaq still haven't really popped in. Oh, unless it pops in now. Yeah, I definitely don't want to see this struggle to break the highs. I honestly want to see this 5 minute close above 0.3. Which, let's see if it does it. Yeah, I mean, Nasdaq longs popped in, but they're going back inside this range. Damn, these closed right below 0.3. I want to see how it reacts at 35. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'd want to see how this 5 minute closes out. Like, part of me wants to trail this at least to 50,000, but I don't know. I feel like trailing it doesn't really help. Nasdaq's about to touch up on VWAP pretty soon. That was going to be my target for this original long. For US 30, I feel like if it touches these highs again and it rejects it, then I think it's going to reverse. But if we break past the highs pretty quickly, then I think we have more room to go higher. Probably up to 170. We'll see. Yeah, it rejected it again. Mm, 30 more seconds for the 5 minute to close. Yeah, this first long on Nasdaq, I mean, it would have played out if I had a wider stop at the bottom. But if I did that, like, it would have messed up the risk reward ratio. I would have had to size down. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think these longs will actually go higher on US 30 unless it really gets past this 44 area. Because even the 5 minute candles rejecting that area. Yeah, Nasdaq finally touched VWAP. This is the 5 minute supply zone that it created at market open. So I would say this is a really good area of interest. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. That first trade was actually a pretty good trade. I just got wicked out. I'm trying to see if I could still be in this trade at 10. Then I'm hoping at 10 it like pushes us up. Two more minutes for 10 a.m. I mean, Nasdaq got above this 5 minute supply zone. It got above VWAP. Now it just needs to get above the opening range for it to actually continue to go higher. We'll see. Okay, I think this is going to be a really important candle. This is going to be the 15-minute candle close. Damn, I got stopped out break even. And Nasdaq's going higher. I mean, I could take one more trade, which could be this 15-minute zone. Well, it retested the zone. I mean, I think if it breaks this 1 minute wick, could go higher. Just like Nasdaq is. Oh, there's also a 5 minute demand zone here on US 30. All right, I'm in another long on US 30. Put my stop at 30. Oops. Now, if US 30 gets back up here and we reject it, then that's going to be tough. Where's my break even? 27. Cool. I mean, usually I'd be pretty bearish on this, especially since the 5 minute time frame like rejected this area here and it broke this 5 minute wick down. But I'm thinking since it bounced off of VWAP and it's outside of the opening range that it'll continue to go higher. And I mean, it's also just because Nasdaq's pretty bullish. It got above VWAP. It bounced from this zone. We'll see. I mean, the worst that could happen is I lose this trade, hit daily loss limit, and then I show up tomorrow. I just noticed too this settings off. The P&L isn't showing. Is that new? Price, oh, there it is. I mean, it's definitely a low volume day, just like all the other days this month. But yeah, I mean, with Nasdaq, like the longs just made sense. It had an aggressive push down. As we approach this demand zone down here, it slowed down, and then the 1 minute candlesticks were rejecting it, so I took the long. Then I got chopped up, and then it's like, damn. I'ma just I'ma see it as a test from God. Yeah. That's literally the only way to see it so I don't drive myself crazy. Yeah, I wonder how long I'll be in this trade. Nasdaq's still going higher. I'm hoping just like a big meme coin candle just appears here and then I can get out of the trade with a win. Or, I mean, maybe Trump could post that the war is actually over, right? That would be cool. Damn, the market's definitely slow. It's crazy because if I just bought Nasdaq again, we wouldn't be here. That's tough. That's tough. That is tough. Like, it's crazy. I'm flabbergasted, whatever that word means. Yeah, well, I mean, I think I'm done here at this point. Unless this new candle saves me, but I doubt it. Well, at least I follow my daily loss limit. Bro. Oh my god. It's like It's like shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. The long on Nasdaq is literally what I wanted, and I could have taken it again. I definitely could have. And I remember saying no because I don't like taking the same trade twice. But I took the same trade twice on US 30. And like, it didn't pay out. Well, if I took the same trade twice on Nasdaq, it would have played out. I think I should have taken the second trade on Nasdaq again because it happened sooner. And usually, the sooner I trade with market open, the better. Yeah, because this entry would have been, yeah. This entry was way before the entry on US 30. So that's why it was better. And then this long was perfect. I honestly just didn't want to take profit here because I wanted to hit a 122. Like, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? And then the shit is bouncing from here again. I'm gonna just say it's the month. Like, it's not my month. At this point, it's definitely not because I've literally been on a 3 week losing streak. And you know what's the crazy part? Last week, I lost every single day. But I'm still here and I'm still show up tomorrow. And I swear I better not see US 30 all the way up here later today. I hope this shit goes down. And it's not. It's not. Oh my goodness. Damn. This is like this is a tough job at this point. I'ma just keep following my rules. I took 3 trades today. And I mean, I would say the first one was the best. The first trade should always be the best. And the first trade usually plays out. And damn. It's not my quarter. I think it'll be my quarter. It's just not my month. Like, I know with the quarter, I'll be fine. There's no way I have like a 3 month losing streak. I don't think I will, but see, the reason I don't think I will is because the strategy is working. It's just my mistakes. That's what it is. Because even with this first trade here, like I literally said, this is a good take profit. I didn't take profit. So it's me. I'm the issue. I can't even be upset at the low volume. It's me that I should be upset at, but I'm gonna be nice to myself and I'm gonna call it a day. Oh, actually, let me use this new feature on Tradeovate prop firm thing. What is this? Till end of day. Yeah, I'm gonna need that right there. Lock that out. Cause what? Oh, that's cool. This is my first time using Tradeovate's lockout thing. They should have this in their live accounts. They're not gonna do that though. I just know they're not. Yeah, I don't know. And then it's like, should I take a break? Cause it's like at this point, what am I gonna do? Keep losing? But then it's like if I take a break, it's like, what am I gonna do during the break? You know, because it's like technically it's my job to trade, so I don't know. Don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I know I'm gonna keep trading. Like, I wouldn't stop trading for weeks unless I was like on vacation or something. I'm gonna just tell myself that it could be worse. I could have blown the accounts today, right? That is tough. Yeah, this. Damn. And then it's like, if I took the long here again, it would have been literally perfect. The stop loss would have been at the low. And then, yeah. Unless. Mm, I mean, there is a possibility I would have gotten stopped at break even on this. But I don't know. So I didn't take it the second time. It's crazy too because I'm pissed off, but I want to keep trading. I want to keep doing what pissed me off. That's the crazy thing about trading. How do you set the P&L to show on the moving line? I get that question every day. So you go to price levels here, and then at the bottom it says show P&L and price line. And you just make sure it's checked on. Oops. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm still here because it's not like I could keep trading, but I'm still here watching the charts. Has anyone ever watched Billions? It's like this TV show of I guess it's a prop firm if you think about it. But it's like this really rich guy, he manages a hedge fund, and in the hedge fund he has like a psychologist that the traders talk to, and like the psychologist like just helps them figure out what's wrong. And like I feel like that's what I need. Like, what is going on with me? But yeah, she'd like help the traders like figure out what's wrong, and then like they'd make even more money. Yeah, that's what I need. But I mean, it's not the first time I have a nasty losing streak. I had a couple last week, so it's not too surprising. But you know, it does suck. And I guess another reason why it sucks is like I've been right on a lot of the trades that I've taken recently, but because of certain mistakes that I make, I end up wrong. And then like it costs me money. So I don't know. I'm probably have to back test, keep looking at the journaling that I've done, keep looking at the mistakes, and then just try to learn. Like that's literally the only thing I could do. The worst thing I could do is like switch strategies because it's not even a strategy. It's me, which sucks to say, but like is the truth. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna call it a day here. It's only Tuesday, so it can't be too upset, but it does suck. But who knows? A lot could happen in 3 days. I'm not sure how tomorrow's gonna be because tomorrow is Nvidia earnings. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah. And did I say Nvidia? I meant Tesla. Tesla earnings after close. I think Tesla is like number 9 on Nasdaq, so it's gonna have a huge effect. And then Intel's also top there, pretty high up there. And then I'm pretty sure that's it for like the important earnings. I think AT&T is important. Maybe it's part of US 30. I'm not 100% sure. United Health Group. American Airlines. It's crazy that you could trade all these companies. And like I literally only trade Nasdaq and US 30, but there's so much out there. Yeah. Well, that was it for me. I'm gonna show up later cuz I do want to see what ends up happening with what is this called? US 30. Yeah, I want to see what happens with that. And then, I mean, the Nasdaq trade already played out, so it's like, damn. Well, all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys had a better day than me. We all need Wendy. Yes, that's her name. Okay, I'm glad you guys watched it. Yes, Wendy. That's her name. Like, I'm gonna need to rewatch the show at this point. But the way I watched Billions was like I watched the first and I think the second season, and then when what's his name, when Axel left, is that his name, Axelrod? He left for like 2-3 seasons, and I thought it was so dumb, so I didn't watch those seasons until he came back. Then I watched the seasons, so I skipped like a couple seasons. But yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch it, and or I'm gonna have to rewatch Wolf of Wall Street and really get my inner Jordan Belfort out, you know? Sometimes you gotta be like that. But we gotta get to work. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.